Nomad the Nomadic.
Hey YouTube, I'm Nomadikh. Today we're at episode 7 of the MPC School video series. If you have any suggestions to make this better, please let me know because I'm just trying to make it as good as I can. And like I always say, if you haven't seen the previous videos before this, I highly recommend you watch it because it'll make sense if you're just tuning in now. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about how you go about preparing your chops after you've already made the cuts in the MPC, and how you make your chops kind of mesh together a little bit better if they sound kind of choppy. So let's get into it. So we have our sample program created, but there's a problem. As you can hear, they all play at once. That's not what we want. We want every single chop to cut off the other. So there's only one part of that audio file that we cut up being heard. Every single part needs to have its own spot. So in order to do that, we need to go into the program settings. We're going to go mode, we're going to go program. Okay, now what I want you to do is look at the top. You see where it says play? You want to go up here and select it. By poly, it means that inside your program, your separate samples, which are on different pads, are allowed to play as soon as they're triggered. As in, everything is going to play at once. So if you hit that, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, they're all just going to play. They're all allowed. However, if you switch it to mono, it means that only one sound or one sample inside that program will be allowed to play at once. So basically it means every single piece is going to cut another one off. So that's what you want to do. Mono is good for your chops inside your sample program. Poly is good for your drum kit. So you have all your drums playing because they're all playing at the same time. So mono is what you want to do when you have your chops and you want to cut them off. So now that we've done that, this is ready. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to figure out what the BPM of the sample chops are. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to play with this button. This button is the tap tempo button. So basically, I have it set in my settings. If you tap it 4 times at a certain speed, like as you can see, the BPM up here changes. So what you want to do is you want to tap your pads and tap this at the same time. So you want to assess what the BPM is of your chops. So you want to go like this. So it looks like it's at a speed of 90. So I'm going to go up here, pick it up to 90. So now it should be ready to be recorded. The last thing that we want to do before we do that is make sure that our chops are prepared the way we want them to. Now the chops sound good, but the only problem is that they cut off kind of abruptly. They don't really flow into each other. You know what I mean? So if you want to do that, this is a very important step. Go back to mode, go to trim, and this is the screen with the chops. Now here's the secret. What you want to do is for every single chop, let's zoom in a little bit, you want to extend your endpoint of every single one just a little bit so that they all flow into each other. So it's gonna be a lot more graceful going from one chop to the next. So we're gonna extend that a little bit right at the beginning of the next one. Extend that one a little bit, and this one, this one, this one. So now if you listen to it, they really just flow right into each other. So now that we have the sample program prepared, we have our drums ready, everything's ready to go, and now we're going to start to record the beat. Alright, well, I hope that video was clear. I hope it made sense what I was trying to explain. In the next video, we're going to be talking about how you record sequences, just using the record button and really just starting to lay down things in the MPC. So I'll see you next week.